Number 1. The 1969 Plymouth Fury 3, currently priced at $5,000, located in Manchester, New Hampshire. Now, this isn't just a static piece of driveway decor, it runs and drives, which already gives it a head start compared to many other project cars in this price range. Under the hood, it's rocking the reliable 318 cubic inch V8 engine, paired with a 727 torque-flight automatic transmission, a combo known for its durability and ease of maintenance. The seller mentions they're testing the waters, which usually means they're open-minded, especially when it comes to trades. So if you got something interesting sitting in your garage, this might be your chance to make a deal. Cosmetically and mechanically, the Fury could use a little TLC. But hey, that's part of the charm of classics like this. One known issue: the transmission oil pan gasket needs to be replaced. The good news? The seller already has the part, so you're halfway there. It just needs to be installed. This Fury 3 is a great candidate for someone looking for a solid entry into the world of vintage American cars. Whether you want to store it rat-rotted or just cruise it as is, this one's got potential written all over it. If you're in the market for a bargain classic with good bones and a clean title, the 69 Plymouth might be worth a closer look. Number 2. The 1960 Oldsmobile 98, priced at $6,500 and located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Now this one's a true time capsule, showing just 86,000 miles on what the seller says is the original 394 cubic inch rocket V8, paired with a 4-barrel carburetor. It starts, runs, and drives as it should, but make no mistake, this car is ready for a little mechanical love. The current fuel has been sitting for nearly 2 years, so a full tune-up is definitely in order. A few new parts have already been taken care of, including a voltage regulator, a fuel pump, and a fresh battery. The generator was replaced a couple of years back as well, which gives it a more reliable electrical foundation than many barn finds of this era. Now let's talk condition. The seller's up front. This Olds isn't perfect. The 2 rear doors are the roughest part, showing significant wear, while the rest of the car is just light surface rust. Interior-wise, it currently sports leather power seats, but the original bench seats are included. They just need reupholstering. And yeah, the air filter isn't the right one for the carb setup, but that's an easy fix. Overall, this is a solid classic with great bones and a legendary powertrain, perfect for someone looking to restore or cruise with a little patina. The seller is pretty firm at $6,500, and there's a strong message here. No lowball offers online. If you're serious, show up in person. So if you're looking to get behind the wheel of a big, bold piece of Oldsmobile history, this 1960 98 might be the right fit for you. Number 3. The 1965 Plymouth Valiant V200, listed at $9,000, coming to you from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. This Valiant isn't just any old cruiser. It's been thoughtfully redone about 5 years ago, with a fresh base and clear coat paint job that really brings out that vintage style. Under the hood, it's packing a 225 cubic inch inline 6-cylinder engine paired with a smooth 904 automatic transmission, both sourced from a 1973 model, which means you get a little more modern muscle under this classic shell. The engine sports a cool aluminum Offenhauser intake and a Carter 4-barrel carburetor for added power and throttle response. The car has been meticulously maintained and upgraded. It features front disc brakes with a dual reservoir master cylinder, all new hoses and lines, and rebuilt rear brakes to keep you safe and confident behind the wheel. The custom 2¼ inch single exhaust gives it a nice growl without being over the top. Inside, you'll find new carpeting and Dynamat insulation for a quieter, more comfortable ride. Electrical and ignition components like the water pump, ignition module with electronic ignition, cap, rotor, and wires were all refreshed. Cooling is handled by a reliable aluminum radiator, and it rolls on 15-inch tires with a big bolt pattern all around. Other nice touches include a B&M floor shifter and local throttle and kick-down cables, details that enhance your driving experience and control. Now, The seller does note the interior could use some work still, but overall, this Valiant is a fun car to drive that really turns heads at car shows. If you want a classic that blends vintage charm with some modern upgrades and a solid drivetrain, this 1965 Plymouth Valiant is definitely worth checking out. Number 4. The 1972 AMC Hornet SST, priced at $6,300, located in Ayer, Massachusetts. This classic Hornet comes equipped with the original 6-cylinder engine paired with the Torque Command automatic transmission. What's impressive is the condition. It's described as exceptional for its age, running extremely well and driving smoothly, just like it did back in 1972. The seller points out that it even still has its functional factory stereo system, which is a neat bonus for a vintage car of this era. The interior is in great shape, keeping the original feel alive and intact. Performance-wise, it runs, drives, and stops just as you'd expect from a well-maintained classic Hornet. It's an original car, which means no big modifications, just a genuine article. The reason it's for sale? The owner simply doesn't have the time to enjoy it as much as they'd like, so it's looking for a new home. The asking price is $6,300 cash, but the seller is open to trades of equal or greater value. That can mean anything from jet skis, ATVs, trailers, trucks, tractors, skid steers, backhoes, to loaded toolboxes. So if you have something interesting, don't hesitate to reach out. If you're after a solid, well-preserved example of a 1970s American compact with classic charm and great drivability, this AMC Hornet SST is definitely one to check out. Number 5. The 1973 Buick Century sedan 4-door, priced at $7,300, located in Lake Harmony, Pennsylvania. First off, the seller clarifies an important detail. This is actually a Buick Centurion, not a Century, which is a common mix-up. Either way, this car is a well-preserved example with no rust anywhere, a rare find for a vehicle of this vintage. It's sitting on new tires, and under the hood, you'll find a reliable 350 cubic inch V8 with a 4-barrel carburetor, giving it that smooth Buick power and torque the brand is known for. One of the neat details is that even the trunk hinges still have their original cardboard covers, a small but telling sign of how carefully this car has been maintained. Inside, the seats show no rips or tears, and the carpeting is still in great condition, which speaks volumes about its overall care. The vinyl top is also in excellent shape, and the car has been repainted, keeping it looking fresh and sharp. The AC compressor kicks in, but heads up, it's not blowing cold just yet. The stock radio isn't working, so you might want to bring your own tunes along. Mechanically, it runs and shifts like new, delivering that smooth, comfortable driving experience Buick fans love. If you're looking for a classic American sedan that combines solid condition, a powerful V8, and great originality, this 1973 Buick Centurion in Pennsylvania might just be the perfect fit. Number 6. The 1963 Chevrolet Corvair, listed at $6,000 and located in West Bloomfield, Michigan. This Corvair is described as super clean, showing only the typical signs of where you'd expect from a classic car this age. The current owner bought it in 2019 and quickly fell in love with its quirky charm and distinctive design. Unfortunately, life happens. The owner now has 3 small children and just can't find the time to enjoy this cool vintage ride as much as before. The car has been garage kept and has received regular maintenance, which means it's been cared for properly over the years. Mechanically, it runs great, but there are a couple of minor issues to note. It needs a new battery and a soft top replacement to get it back to perfect shape. Also, there's a small oil drip from the crankcase when parked, which is not uncommon on older cars, but worth mentioning for potential buyers. If you're interested in a classic that stands out from the usual muscle cars, and you're ready for a fun, vintage project with great potential, this 1963 Corvair is definitely worth a look. Number 7. The 1965 Oldsmobile 98 Touring Sedan 4-door, priced at $7,000, located in Shelbyville, Kentucky. This car is a rare find, an original 2-owner vehicle, which means it likely has a well-documented history and has been cared for over the years. One key feature to highlight is the factory air conditioning, a real luxury back in 1965, adding comfort and convenience to this classic ride. The seller prefers phone inquiries only. So if you're seriously interested, be sure to give them a call at 502-487-0088 for more details. If you're looking for a classic American sedan with luxury touches and solid provenance, this Oldsmobile 98 Touring sedan deserves a closer look. Number 8. The 1977 Lincoln Continental two-door, priced at $5,400, located in Bourbonnais, Illinois. This Lincoln is described as very clean for its age and has recently been brought back to life after sitting unused for quite some time. The seller gave a semi-tune-up, replacing spark plugs, wires, and other basics to get it running smoothly again. It runs strong and drives well, with a solid motor and transmission, which the owner personally tested by driving it a couple of miles. The brakes stop well, so it's ready to roll with confidence. There are a few things to keep in mind. The belts and hoses are original and could use replacement to ensure reliability and safety. The tires are in good condition, so if you're located nearby, you could likely drive this Lincoln home. Overall, this 1977 Lincoln Continental offers classic style, smooth performance, and an affordable entry point into vintage American luxury. Number 9. The 11967 Chevrolet Chevy 2 Nova 4-door, priced at $8,500, located in Sharpsville, Indiana. This Nova has been enjoyed by its current owners for several years, but now it's time for someone new to take the wheel and keep the fun going. It started as a barn find, which means it was tucked away for a long time before being rediscovered. The previous owner did a lot of hard work to get it road-ready again. New brakes, brake lines, wheels, tires, and a fuel tank, so it's safe and ready to roll. The body is in great shape overall, with just some small rust spots here and there, typical for a car this age. One thing to note is the windshield has a pretty big crack, which is something to keep in mind. Inside, the interior shows some wear and tear, mainly due to age and a rear window leak. But don't worry. The sale includes all new seals to help fix those leaks and preserve the cabin. Under the hood, you'll find the original 194 cubic inch 6-cylinder engine paired with a Power Glide automatic transmission. The odometer reads about 71,500 miles, which is quite reasonable for a car this old. The Nova is known for being a fun car to drive, and this one is no exception. It's smooth, reliable, and gets plenty of looks and thumbs up wherever it goes. If you're looking for a classic that combines vintage charm with solid driving experience, the 67 Chevy 2 Nova could be a great fit. Number 10. 1964 Thunderbird, priced at $10,000, located in Carmel, Indiana. This Thunderbird is often called a square bird for its distinctive boxy styling, and this one is a very nice, all-original example with just over 88,000 miles on the odometer. Under the hood, it's powered by a big V8 engine that's ready to rumble and deliver that classic American muscle car sound and performance we all love. The car runs and drives like a dream, making a great choice for anyone who wants an iconic cruiser with style and power. The seller has the title in hand, so it's ready for a smooth transaction. If you're a serious buyer looking for a vintage Thunderbird that combines classic looks with solid running condition, this 1960 model is definitely worth your attention. Number 11. 1958 Chrysler Firefly 4-door sedan, priced at $10,000, located in Greenwich, Ohio. This car is truly a big block Mopar masterpiece, a stunning example of the 50s jet age design and Chrysler's iconic forward-look styling. The seller is clear. If the ad is up, the car is available, no online negotiations, and they mean business about serious inquiries only. Under the hood, the drivetrain is fresh and powerful, a mild cam with headers, a standard bore 440 engine, paired with a pro-built 62 300 Chrysler 727 transmission, and a low-mileage 67 Newport rear end with relocated perches. This Firefly has had over $5,000 invested in new and upgraded parts, including a new radiator, brake drums, shoes, and much more, all serviced with top-quality components backed by receipts. It's highway ready, with tires and bellows that'll have you cruising the interstate for decades and tens of thousands of miles. The engine fires right up, no fuss, and sounds great and healthy. It's a strong performer. Inside, the interior and chrome are in solid condition, an 8 out of 10 on the steering wheel and trim, all original 1958 parts. The 361 engine, transmission, carburetor, air cleaner, wheels, power seat, and the classic Jiffy Jet. This car isn't over-restored or perfect. It's a real deal, a Condition 3 classic, according to Haggerty, valued around $12,000. The seller is firm. Cash offers only, no trades, in-person negotiations. If you're into true 50s classics, Mopar muscle, and the timeless jet-age design, this 1958 Chrysler Fireflight is a must-see. Number 12. The 1956 Ford Fairlane Town Sedan, listed for $7,000 and located in Benton Harbor, Michigan. This Fairlane packs some serious vintage muscle with an original 292 cubic inch V8 Thunderbird motor paired with a 2-speed automatic transmission. It also features power steering, making it a smooth ride for a car from the mid-50s. The car is running and driving, which is always a great starting point for any classic car enthusiast. Now, the paint looks better than it really is. There are blemishes on just about every panel. This car is what gearheads call a 20 to 20, meaning it's a solid foundation but definitely needs some work and TLC to reach its full potential. The seller is asking $7,000 and is open to partial trades, though they're not interested in boats or motorcycles. If you're a classic car lover who appreciates a solid, running vintage Ford with room to improve and customize, this 56 Fairlane could be just what you're looking for. Number 13. The 1961 Buick LeSabre Base, a 4-door hardtop, priced at $4,800, located in Montino, Illinois. This Buick runs and drives well, with a solid frame, floors, and trunk, making it a dependable vintage ride. Recent maintenance includes a tune-up, oil and water pump replacement, and a rebuild generator. So the mechanical side has been well cared for. The front brakes were replaced this last summer, ensuring good stopping power. Everything in this car works smoothly, except for the gas gauge, which is a minor quirk but worth noting. The seller also has the original hubcaps and the correct dog dish hubcaps, which is a nice touch for collectors who appreciate authenticity. Asking price is $4,800, and if you're interested, you can reach out directly to Chris at 1-708-927-7908. If you're looking for a solid, well-maintained early 60s Buick with classic style, this LeSabre is definitely worth checking out. Number 14. The 1956 Pontiac Chieftain, priced at $6,500, located in Fort Wayne, Indiana. This car is described as a nice driver that runs and drives well, powered by a 316 cubic inch engine with an automatic transmission. The seats are in good shape, so the interior offers some comfort, though the headliner is missing, which is something to keep in mind if you're considering restoration. Overall, it's a solid old Pontiac, perfect for someone looking for a reliable vintage car with that classic Pontiac charm. The seller is firm, no trades, and asking $6,500. If you want a straightforward, solid 56 Pontiac Chieftain that's ready to hit the road, this one is worth a closer look. Number 15. The 1955 Oldsmobile 98 4-door sedan, listed for just $1,000 in Redford, Michigan. This Oldsmobile is being sold as a part-out, but it comes with a solid 324 V8 engine that runs, and the transmission works with nice pink fluid. It also has a good Oldsmobile rear end, making it a great starting point if you're looking to build a hot rod or a gasser project. The car came out in a estate sale in Georgia and is fairly solid overall, though it does have rust on the hood, trunk, and doors. The good news is the rockers and floors are solid, which is often the hardest part to find. The electrical system is mostly solid too. The lights work, and the seller recently installed new points, condenser, and spark plugs. It hasn't been started in a while, but isn't frozen up, so a little work. It could be revived or used for parts to keep another Oldsmobile on the road. If you got a garage full of projects and need a solid base or spare parts for a classic Olds, this $1,000 Oldsmobile 98 might be just what you need.